Andrew McCart, IFLTV. I'm here with Sonny Edwards himself. Sonny, you've had a busy weekend. There's a lot to talk. Busy a couple of weeks, exactly. You've got you just love the sport of boxing.
Yeah, I'll be real. I feel like I never actually really have to worry about doing any sort of media work now. I'm just there all the time, and I'm not just there like a prick at a wedding, like just being there to be busy. Like I'm there working. Had Riyadh season. We had Ishmael, who was kind of like one of the stories of the week. Great fight. We had this weekend, obviously, Asomba yesterday, defending his European title. Didn't manage to get over the line against, obviously, my brother, who's always been a high-ranked, high-rated and sought-after fighter until we kind of signed with the wrong manager for a bit. But, yeah, that was a great night. It was kind of like my promoter debut. Nissa and Kala.
The court worked well.
I'll be real, all love and respect to Nissa and Kala. They really did walk me through the process a little bit. Through this fight, I've really learned a lot, and I thank them for it. Let me be involved and let me actually feel like I'm not just putting myself there. Like Kala went, "No, you're the promoter of this show. Stand there." You know what I mean? So, shout out to Kala. I thought we bounced off each other. I think it was a great event. I think me, Charlie, and Thomas, between us. Obviously, I'm outside of them two. They made it good because there was you could see the need. You know what I mean? I was going, what's going on here? Like some of the things that were said back and forth. Like, but it's what fighting's about, man. You should have that energy for the person you're about to fight. It's what you should want. And then me and my brothers sort of. I don't get why everyone thinks it's so complicated. You ask me a question, who's better, your brother? I'm gonna say me. You ask him, he's gonna say him. Like we don't just pretend like, oh no, like.
Never fight my brother.
No, but we just have like, even if it's banter, like we'll just go back and forth and see who can get the last one on each other. You know what I mean? And I think the more actually people have seen us, like actually on camera, they're starting to realise it a bit more. Like we're boxing, we're competitive, we've been competing with each other for fucking ever about everything. And imagine kitting away with two boys that are massively competitive from young. Who have we been competing with? Each other for the whole time.
You know what I was going to allude to? There was that VT when you were sort of like, you were getting the better and you were sort of bantering him, and he was going, yeah, whatever, Sonny, yeah, well, I'll take this ring like this, boxing gloves over there, and like you looked, Charlie looked a bit pissed off. It's like because you were getting the better of him, then you made him laugh because you were going, yeah, there's boxing gloves, and then you said, I don't know what you said, but then Charlie just went laugh.
No. But you see, that's Charlie's face when he's really thinking.
Yeah.
You know when he's like trying to get it. That's where you got to read Charlie, yeah. When he's thinking, oh, you little shit, like you got me there, yeah. But he's still trying to like trying to stay on the ropes.
Yeah.
He's trying to like keep swinging with the punches. But what I do is, I'll set up a couple of jabs. I'll get the back and forth, give him a bit of success, and then I just get him. And that's how it always has been with me and Charlie. You know what I mean? I'll be real.
Listen, it was fun to watch the VTs on that on Instagram, but I want to talk about that. I want to talk about your fighters that you've had here: Ed Hardy, Brandon Scott, Giorgio Fisioli. We'll talk to them at the end, but I want to jump straight into that deep end. Galal Yafai, huge fight here in the UK, a massive fight for the world as well, live on DAZN. So Galal Yafai, is this a banana skin fight for you? Is this a fight you lose and you drop right down that pecking order? Is this a must win for you?
I'm in the business of big events.
Real fights only, I like that.
Real fights only. My management company, Real Fighters Only. You like it?
I love it, man.
Like, I've been thinking, because you know what it was, yeah? I've been working with like 6 fighters now for like over a year, yeah? And now there's a few more joining, a few more big, and I'm talking like big in the size and the stature, signings to come, and a few.
The money is the heavyweights, is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, but I can't ever weigh it, so I might as well get someone that can, you know what I mean? No, but in all seriousness, I've been just working behind the scenes, sort of. A lot of people didn't know that I managed. I've been managing Thomas Sommer for 2 years. When he fought in Denmark, that was his first fight with me. That was my first fight as a manager. Since then, a lot has happened, you know. But I didn't want to just come out and say, oh, I'm doing this, or try and convince anyone. I just wanted to get going, get working, and I think it's got to the point where now people are taking notice of it. Just like I am with my career, I'm quite easy to work with managing fighters. We're straight, we're honest, we're direct, we're telling what we want, what we don't want. And if the fighter wants to fight, I want to fight.
And you want Galal?
Yeah, but I'll be real. Right now, I think it's a great fight, and I'll sell it by saying it will probably be always, no matter how many times we fight each other, me versus Galal will probably always be one of the most entertaining rings I'll ever be in, because it's a spar that used to stop GB. to watch, and that never used to happen to me, really. Like, people would watch me just pinging someone and everyone go back, oh, son, he's just... But me and Galal, it was always like a, you know, kind of like a Goku Vegeta type. Not really a chess match. Like, high pace, high energy, spite, biting down on the gum shield, picking your moments, picking when to tie up, picking when to fight. Like, it's always a good scrap. And that's kind of why I'm really excited. Like, I know it sounds a bit mad, but my favourite fight to watch in my career is the BAM fight. I hate boxing on my back foot, really, Andy. You know, if I wish I could just punch someone and then go down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it would be so good. And certain fighters, they make me fight properly. But it's hard, because when you have your corner all the time going, don't give him a chance to win. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and in your mind, like, you know that's your bread and butter. So it's kind of like battling the two evils. But what I like about his Galal is the game plan isn't just box and move and keep as much distance. That doesn't work for Galal. Doesn't work for Galal. He gets me like that. It's a different, like, it's more of what you saw against me versus Bam. And I'll be real, I love to fight.
Is that the type of fights you like? I know you talk about the back foot fight, you don't like it, you like to crack people, but that sort of Bam Rodriguez type fight where you're biting down on your gum shield, there's cuts, there's blood, there's drama. Is that what you live for? Is this the sort of what, is that sparring, is that going to transition into this fight on the 30th of November?
Do you know what I'm addicted to, man? I'm addicted to... Call me a sadist, yeah, but I'm addicted to the reaction my body gives me when someone's inflicting pain and I'm still wanting to be there. So, go back and watch the tapes. 8th round, 9th round. Even when I'm taking a pummeling by the end of that BAM fight, I'm smiling. And it wasn't a fake smile. It was a genuine, like, oh, I've not really been here before smile. You know what I mean? Like, come on then, let's see what you got. Like, I know I'm tough. I know I love to fight. I don't really fear what another human can do to my physical form. I'll be real. We're here once. I combat, fighting. If anything, I run towards the fire because I really do gain nothing from an easy fight. If I haven't had to go through a little bit to get there, it probably weren't really worth doing. Like that Curio, the best thing he did was split my head open. I don't know how he didn't win the second of the rounds for me. Apart from that, I just pinged him, boxed him, and I knew I would. But Galal's a good fighter. Do I think he's as good as Bam? Probably not. But I like a fight, man. I seriously like a fight. Like, and that's why it's never hard to get me in a ring with any one of these good fighters. It's why I'll probably be the staple name because I'll end up fighting them all. I could lose 3-4 in a row. Phone rings. The number one in the division is an opponent. Yeah, so let's go. That's
what I like about it. It's that real fights only. Real fights only. I think that's a good hashtag, a good name for your company. It's what boxing needs. Just real fights only. Let's just give the fans what they want.
Even if it's 0-0 fighter versus 0-1 or 1-0 or just always kind of there or thereabouts. Like, stop bringing people in with 0-28 or something that are coming not to win. That for me kills the sport. It makes it like. You never go and sit and watch a basketball game or a football game and there's one of the teams like, oh, goal, get paid and walk off. Like, you think you can't, entertainment, you can't fake it. Like, Galaldo's first 2 rounds, he wasn't even trying to hit the kid, he was just touching, especially the first round. He was just trying to get the move out about. And there's no move of the emotion needle when it's just like sparring, when you just touch him through.
You weren't too happy. You weren't too happy with him taking this fight, were you? And obviously there's that danger of a head clash, a cut happening, and that 9 weeks out from the 30th of November, that fight's off. The fight that you won against Galal Yafai is off. So I heard the comms that you were on with Tony Bellew and Jamie Ward. You said that. You said, I don't see the point in this. Why is he doing this? And you vented your frustration in that.
Yeah, I just didn't get it. Like, to me, it looked like a way out. And obviously, look, they've signed the fight. They've agreed to fight. I know it wasn't an easy thing for them to do when it took me less than a second of a conversation. Yeah, sound. I've been waiting for this day when Galal was ready. I've been waiting for the domestic fight that I've missed. And that this is that. So maybe it's come a bit earlier than they expected or maybe would have wanted. But I just didn't get... I don't and I still don't. I don't think there was no need for that. Like... Maybe, oh look, Galal could have had another proper fight and then maybe a bit more time before we fought. But I don't know why it arranged the 30th of November and then fight 9 weeks before. It just, to me, seems a bit crazy. I'll be wrong.
You're going to the Lions Den, Birmingham. Is that going to give you
I
that?
think so. I disagree. I know I've got more people in Birmingham than him, in my opinion. I was there at his last show. When I boxed in Sheffield, I sold over 150 tickets to people from Birmingham. Like, that's like one of my second cities. I spend a lot of time there. Good friends with JK. I've got a lot more that I could sit here and name. I've got a big network there. Shout out Dr. T as well. I've very well connected in with them. Like, I've got a lot of Birmingham support, much more than people think. So I didn't want it per se in Birmingham. Like, I wasn't petitioning for Birmingham, but the fight, there was zero chance it was happening in where I wanted, which was Sheffield. So I was told that, yeah, no chance. They were trying to get a card with me and Dalton, maybe, on Galal. Yeah, so it'd be like a double header like Bam and Jaron, you know what I mean? Flip a coin, who goes first and second, whatever. But nah, it's just, there was no negotiation on that from their side. They had to go Birmingham. So we're going Birmingham. But like I said, I was never really too bothered about it. Wasn't really too bothered about it. I just asked for one condition.
Which was?
Matchroom help give my fighter Brandon Dale an opportunity that he desperately needs, and they're working on it.
Perfect. Well, let's talk about your fighters, because you do help a lot of fighters out, and
because they did actually offer him to fight on my undercard, but the opponent turned it down, so he's not on it.
Right. I want to talk about a young fighter that I like very much, and you like very much. You've got a lot of time for. Is young Brandon Scott. A nerd, a geek, quirky, funny. People might think I'm offending him here, but he knows himself that he's a nerd and he's a geek, and he embraces that, and he's a fun kid. But he can fight. He can fight. Sonny, you've seen him in the gym. You've seen him fight. So tell me about this kid that we don't know about him.
I'll be real. He's one of the nicest, most bubbly, energetic. Like, I'll be real. I took him on a training camp for 10 days, 12 days. And there was, a few lads from different gyms, and a few of my friends flew in, and nutritionists and that, and every single person that I put him in their company loved him, loves him. Like, and even if someone seen his content a bit before, and because of the usual lens that you look at boxing through, oh, who's this idiot? Like, once you meet him for 2 seconds, that goes away. I'll be real. He has not a bad bone in his body. But he has a real ambition to be as good at boxing as he can. He's been a big boxing fan. I think he probably likens it as close to being an actual superhero as possible. Like, if I'm honest, like, but nah, man. I'll be real. Being around him brings me life. Like, genuinely, he's so energized, man, infused, and it's great. I'll be real. And I need to stop saying that. I've been reading the comments.
I'll be real.
And that's when I'm really being real, People think I say it when I'm lying, but if I'm lying, I'll stick my tongue out the side of my mouth as well. But yeah, I really like how he's looking. I thought he did well. I thought he was in against a game opponent, so credit to Turnbull. I thought once he settled and was having his back foot down with his backhand, he was finding it all day long. And now we've literally got the same scar.
You think it's a cool scar. He calls it a Harry Potter scar, just to say, because he's got is that surgery on his hand. He's got the Spock hand. Yeah. So now he's like, I've got a Spock hand, but now I've got a Harry Potter scar. I'm like, fuck, so you turn everything into like a comic book, man. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah,
and it's mad how it's like the same eye, same angle, same size, goes like down there to there. So yeah, like we're scar twins now, bonded by our scars. But nah, man, he's just him. And you know what? I love people that can walk around this earth and unapologetically be themselves. Like, it's so easy to be comfortable in that person's company. You know what I mean? Someone that is just themselves. Like, you don't have to worry about the filter that they're putting on to be in this room, or you don't have to worry about what's really going on in their head and what's really coming in their mouth and it being too different. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's really cool. Nice kid, good fighter, and yeah, long may it continue. He'll have a little bit of time out with the cut. But I don't know. Maybe 4 6 weeks it'll probably be closed up and healed quite nicely, but then it's just about getting the training properly, maybe picking up some sparring just to test it out, and before he really gets a fight date. But when you're so young, you have the luxury of time, and I think he's definitely got that, and I think he's learning. Like I said, I think he's improved massively since joining the Still City gym. I think he was sprightly and looking good before, but I think there's just a bit more discipline to his work. There's a bit more what we're looking out for, what we're trying to avoid. When before I think he was going in and just letting his hands go as hard and as fast as possible for as long as he could. And he nearly come unstuck in his fight before this.
Doing in Manchester.
He got straight in, first 3 rounds, easy, yeah, keep doing that. But that's very hard when you're only just the first, seeing what 6 rounds are against men 6, 7, 8 years older than you with more experience than you in a professional ring. You got tired and then it was his turn. And as soon as you're now tired in front of him, it doesn't matter you won the first 3 rounds. You're just giving them confidence by not looking as fresh as you was last round. And now they're coming and coming. So I think a lot of improvements. Mindset, I think he looked fit. He looked sharp. He didn't look like he was... Sometimes I think he switches off, I think. And that's where I think the level of the opponent was a little bit of a threat, but not enough in the way of like control and range and really knowing where he was in the ring to constantly be giving Brandon something to think about. But yeah, I thought he did well, man. I'm proud of him today.
You've got quite an eclectic stable. You've got a comic book nerd in Brandon Scott, but then you've also got a farmer that likes to fight as well. And you're building some mad stable anyway.
The real fighters only, really Avengers assembling. I'll be real right now. There's, you know, what do they say? Great things come from humble beginnings. And none of my fighters really are the GB star-studded amateur standout. I mean, Georgia's probably the highest we got to. He'd been boxing.
He was a kickboxer.
He was a kickboxer. 5 years. Yeah. 5 years he was a boxer. So, yeah, Giorgio, Ishmael, Ed Hardy, Brandon Scott, Brandon Dayon, like all the fighters they're bringing, Thomas Asomba, obviously we spoke about him, but all the fighters they bring, you know, different strengths, they bring different styles, but a lot of them that I work with are in the Who Needs Me club. But when you have someone running and gunning that, you know, finds himself in the conversations or in front of the camera or commentating on the TV or half promoting the show on Channel 5, like when you've got someone that's actually in the conversations and actually doing, it becomes a lot easier to make an opportunity for someone else. So I'm just really trying to leverage my boxing ability and my boxing network and my face and reputation and my integrity, I guess, and really just try and make that benefit the fighters around me as much as possible. I'll be real, all the fighters, here's one of them.
There's one of them there. You should have seen, but I don't like Hollywood.
I love Hollywood.
No. Violent or vicious? Vicious Visioli, because he's look at him box. He's vicious.
I didn't make it, so I don't like it.
I'll let you have it.
I didn't suggest it, so I don't like it at all.
What did you like,
Hollywood.
Giorgio?
I quite like vicious personally.
I don't care what you like, Giorgio. I don't care what you like.
The V. Yeah. Vicious. There'll be double V.
That's too
Violent
like. Yeah, that's just too like obvious. Hollywood, man, Hollywood. If you see him act off camera,
he's a handsome man. I'll be like.
He literally looks like, you know who's that kid? What's that that film?
James Dean or something like that.
No, what's that film? Is it like not? It's not Gentleman. The Kingsman.
The Kingsman. Yeah.
You know Eggsy. Yeah. You're telling me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm miles off. Suit him up, little comb over, spectacles. Eggsy, right there. Hollywood.
On the video, you're gonna have to get a little picture of me and him.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
I'll do a little cut out.
Hollywood, I'm telling you, I love it. And when he boxes, Hollywood. When he gets in the ring, it's really for what he does when in the ring. He's not a diva. A bit particular, our Giorgio, but not a diva, man. Real humble, down to earth, works and trains really, really hard, loves fighting. But when he gets in the ring, every single time, Hollywood, man, start the cameras.
He's very vicious and violent.
And he's very vicious as well, Giorgio.
I
liked the guillotine at first.
The guillotine?
Yeah.
That's violent.
Because he was taking people off with that backhand every time, heads off. He stopped throwing it though. What he's saying is going to hide it. Hide it for a few fights. He's working on the other tools. You know, like he's already mastered the skill tree of that. Full XP on that punch. But we've taken away from the tool book just to keep it nice and fresh for when he needs it.
Good stuff. I'm a boxing man. I consider myself a boxing man like you, Sonny. Now, when I watched Giorgio, I said it to Giorgio when I was watching his fights. When he's in position, when his feet position is and where his hand position are, he throws a shot that I can't see being thrown. Does that make sense? It's like, where did that shot come from? Because his feet aren't set. Do you know what I mean? He's got his hands down low, so you're almost thinking that he's going to put the weight on his back leg, but it'll come in over the front leg. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, it's something I've not seen before in boxing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it probably comes down to his kickboxing background. If you actually watch him, search G. Visioli kickboxing, he was doing a point scoring style kickboxing event where you literally can't really get touched. So he was punching and kicking from out of range to in range, high kicks, whatever he was doing, and then getting out not to get touched back. And he was very, very good at it. Very good at it, very spatially aware, very like... It's no surprise that he does things that someone that's just thought about hands and feet of boxing doesn't do. I think his body works in a way where he can go back and generate power as if he was going forward. And that's an extremely hard thing to do. If you just... You could do a test, yeah? Show someone, boxing people, yeah? The video of his first 2 knockouts, him really throwing that shot, his shot. And yeah, when he sits there, sets a trap, and as they come, knocks them out whilst moving backwards. You ask boxers to do it shadow boxing.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like
to do it in shadow boxing, not knock someone out whilst doing it. Stand there and then somehow read the timing of moving back and hitting enough power from his hips and his legs that he's knocking people out like that, moving backwards.
He's vicious and violent.
And it's not someone like falling into a shot. He sits there, generates the power and moves back. So whilst they're coming forward, his hand like travels with them, and his shoulder goes back.
Yeah. I know what you
He's tremendous, and it's something that like you can sit and watch, and the more you watch it, the less it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you try and do it, and it makes even less sense then.
No, I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Yeah, Giorgio, I just come up with another triple V, like triple G, vicious and violent Visioli. There you go.
Stop sucking his dick, me. What, like everything he said. Giorgio, good boxer, Visioli. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm too nice.
Yeah, you're just trying to be nice to him, but me, he's like,
That was quite a Hollywood answer, to be honest.
You know why I don't like Hollywood? Because we give him stick about it. You know, when he be's a little bit of a diva. We give him... I'll hold it. Don't worry. It'll be worth...
See, that's why he's a good manager. That's why he's...
Do you know what the thing is, yeah? I'll always do the jobs that no one else wants to do. Need some ice? I'll go get it. Need to hold a spit bucket? I'll do it. Need your head wiping? I'll do it. You need your cock holding while you're going pissed? Giorgio asked me to do that 3-4 times every single fight.
Come there.
Fuck, right.
Come and say, yeah, Hollywood.
I don't have that problem, man.
He makes sure that the aircon's at a specific temperature, the humidity in the
Take all
room,
the red M&Ms out.
red M&Ms, green grapes only. Oh my God, Lord, help me if there's red grapes in the changing room.
Room temperature Red Bull, whatever the fuck.
Oh, no.
Red Bull.
That's stuff for Allah. We don't have Red Bull. No. Right now we're on a sugar cleanse, yeah? I haven't eaten or consumed any, like, sugary sweets or any, like, packs of consumes because I'm trying to get rid of the parasites in my body.
Well, I fast. You fast, only water fast.
Every time I make weight, we don't eat for a week, do we, sir? That's a fast, isn't it? That's a fast, isn't it?
That's a good fast. So I've had you for nearly 25 minutes, mate. Is there anything I've missed? Is there anything you would like to add? I mean, big fight coming up for yourself in Galal Yafai. All your fighters have been busy. They've been out Friday in London, Friday in Sheffield, Saturday in Sheffield. I mean, you're a busy man, so have you got anything else you'd like to add?
Nah, mate, just, yeah, it's been a fun couple of weeks. I've been full manager mode, been training around it, so I'm really looking forward to getting this press conference out of the way on Tuesday, and then just knuckling down. Stop playing music during my interviews, Giorgio. That's the last time I'll tell you. Hollywood, see? See how close he got before he started playing it as well. That's only a video of him walking to the ring or something as well. You know that, innit? Or him throwing an uppercut. A highlight reel, definitely. It's only him. There's nothing else coming on that phone. There's not Giorgio right now. Not Hollywood. It was a video of you, innit? Yeah, it happens. It comes with the territory. Nah, but in all seriousness, it's been a great couple of weeks. The position that the boys are in, the position I'm in, very grateful for. Long may it continue, and hopefully, yeah, up from here. I'll be real. I think got some great fighters that I'm working alongside with that are helping me up my standard, up my level, and yeah, man, it's a great time to be involved in boxing. I think we're moving, shaking.
Well, can I just say, I want to get you. I've got my pro coaching debut next Friday, up in East Kilbride. My fighter's making his pro debut, and then I'm down in Oldham on Saturday night for another fighter, a young kid called Lewis Connolly on Friday night, and then Stevie Newens Jr. in Oldham on the Kevin Marry show. So
second one sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's the Commonwealth Games, 2016, 2018 maybe, I can't remember, 2018, 2014 I think it was.
Scottish squad, right? Yeah, I've met him, good fighter. He came down our gym sparring before. Yeah, good fighter, man.
I've made him better.
Have you? Oh, yeah. So you his head coach?
Yeah, I'm his head coach.
Wow, how are you going to handle that conflict of interests?
With this? I think Mike, I don't know.
You're gonna get to a point really where you're gonna have to like leave the interviews behind a little bit. Don't you think?
I'll just do this now. I'll get in front of the camera and talk to
No,
myself.
but
Maybe.
how about when you get fighters up to titles, you're asking questions, like,
Take a back seat.
and not only that, it's like how when you're doing like 8-10 week camps, or you got like 5. You might when you get like 5, 6, 7, 8 fighters, you'll be out every week.
But you see like trainers like Ben Davison and Shane McGuigan do comms on fighters. So it's almost the same. As long as I'll never be that guy that's going to fucking be your enemy. I hope to be that if you fight one of my fighters, that I'll be like, it'll be cool. Do you know what I mean?
And don't get me wrong, I get it. I just feel like, over time you might start falling, because you've got to remember there is like different sides of boxing.
If they get paid that Sonny Edwards purse, then maybe I'll take that backward step.
Yeah, no, but I just feel like sometimes you've got to go 100% of what you really, really want, rather than splitting 50-50 and only getting 70% of the way, I think. And you've done great, and you've been around boxing interviews for years, but if you really are, because it will start with 2 fighters, have a bit of success, then 4 turn up, and then you got 6, then you're saying no to people. All of a sudden, you ain't got enough time for your kids, let alone for doing interviews. It's how quickly it spirals. Honestly, I've seen it. Trainer again.
That's why I asked your opinion, Sonny, because you know what? I think I've got your number, so if I ever need any help, I know where to come, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the 30th of November. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you.